Good morning, I am Prarambha Dahal. Let's begin with the main stories. Locals themselves resort to protest against local governments following imposition of arbitrary taxes. Experts advise government to levy taxes based on services provided to public. As much as 76% of MBBS passed students failed to get through the examination for medical license, mere 18% students who study abroad passed the test. Federal Parliament remains indifferent towards the series of rape and murder incidents. Deliberation on the proposal aimed at curbing violence against women fails to move ahead. And Rafael Nadal sees off birthday boy Tsitsipas to win Rogers Cup in Canada. Simona Halep sees off Sloane Stephens to win the women's title. Let us begin with the latest national political update. The local government is an entity that works closest and in favor of the public. There are 753 local bodies in the country. However, instead of working hand in hand with the public to relieve them of their troubles, local bodies have been imposing arbitrary taxes on the public that has taken everyone by surprise. On top of that, the tragedy of the scenario is that there are no definite parameter for the taxes levied, nor a data on it with the federal government. The issue came to light especially after a recent incident in Chitwan's Ratnanagar municipality, where public have been staging protest against the tax havoc. They have even started hunger strike after the local government focused on collecting taxes more than facilitating the public or developing the municipality.
कर एकदमै बढेको छ, अस्वाभाविक बढेको छ, जनतालाई ढाड सेक्ने गरिकन कर बढेको छ। महँगी सँगसँगै नेपाल सरकारको महँगीलाई सामना गर्नुपर्ने नागरिकलाई यो स्थानीय सरकारको एक किसिमको यो खालको चरम यो करको वृद्धिले गर्दाखेरि नगरवासीहरू सारै नै प्रसव पीडामा हुनुहुन्छ।
The public have complained that the municipality office has added up to 1000% tax and has been evaluating land prices in a haphazard manner. Ratnanagar is only one among many other local bodies that have been putting the burden of taxes on the public while none of the services come for free. Due to lack of knowledge and specific guidelines, local representatives themselves are ignorant about the tax limit. The federal government has so far only remained as a mere spectator. Based on the constitution, the government should have already allocated the office bearers at the local level. However, since the local bodies remains unorganized, the problem has not been addressed. The federal government's negligence, in addition to the local bodies levying heavy taxes, has only added to the public's plight. Only 24% medical students who had cleared their MBBS passed the examination for their medical license. A total of 777 students had appeared for the medical registration license examination taken by the Nepal Medical Council. According to the result of the license examination taken every 3 months, only 189 made it through. Meanwhile, of the 189 students towards the Bachelor of Dental Surgery, 73 students passed the exam. The council has said that less students were able to clear the examination this time in comparison to past. Council Registrar Dilip Sarma said that 487 students who had failed to clear the exam in the past had featured in the test this time as well. It wouldn't come as a surprise to anyone that majority of the cases at court take a long time before a verdict is announced or justice delivered. This is mostly due to the large number of cases being filed. In a bid to deliver timely service, Chitwan has started a new practice that comes in the form of reconciliation centers that have been very effective for the district as of recent. Almost every court in Chitwan has a reconciliation center which deals with cases related to family disputes, financial disputes, property, land issues, and business conflicts. Reconciliation centers have solved court cases in lesser amount of time and freed the service seekers from official hassles while also saving them of procedural fees. Likewise, this has relieved the courts from majority of cases beyond their capacity to handle and has smoothened their working mechanism. The reconciliation approach has not only been an easier method to solve cases, but it has also provided a platform for a win-win situation for the service seekers, thereby helping them to restore the social relation between the two sides. It is now time for a short break, but for more news, do stay with us. As many as 1,725 cases of rape were unveiled from across the country last year. Likewise, 627 complaints of attempted rape were registered during the period. Rape and instant murder of young children has depicted even more gruesome picture of crime in the country in recent days. However, the people's representatives and the federal parliament have remained largely unconcerned towards the issue. Failure to hold even a single meeting on the special proposal registered by lawmakers in a bid to contain violence against women signifies this fact. Parliamentarians filed a proposal on the 5th of June aimed at curbing the heinous crimes inflicted on women, including rape, murder, and violence associated with the accusation of witchcraft. Moreover, every party in the federal parliament has made a joint commitment on implementing the proposal. The lawmakers have nonetheless failed to put forward the proposition into discussion, despite it holding a significant public concern. Meanwhile, the main opposition has alleged that the government has been hesitating to move forward the proposal, fearing possible backlash from different quarters. Even Minister for Women, Children and Social Welfare, Thammaya Thapamagar, has failed to make any concrete initiative in this regard. The lawmakers, who are the people's elected representatives, themselves have failed to speak up and hold meaningful discussion regarding the issue. This is an example of their blatant apathy towards such a serious issue affecting the society. The Nepal India Literature Festival kicked off in Birganj from yesterday. In this context, we'd asked the participants to share their views about the program. Let us now take a look at what they had to say.
Public voice.
नेपाल र भारतका झण्डै 600 स्रष्टाहरूको सहभागितामा सम्पन्न भइरहेको यो कार्यक्रमका सहभागीलाई हामी सोधेका छौं। आजको यो कार्यक्रमले नेपाल भारत बीचको अन्तर सम्बन्धलाई र नेपाली भाषा साहित्य र नेपाली समाजको विकासमा कस्तो योगदान दिन सक्छ त?
साना साना विषयलाई महोत्सवले टिप्यो, नेपाल भारत सम्बन्धमा साहित्यले जित्यो। यसै गरी एकअर्काको भावनालाई साट्न पाउँदा बाधा अर्चन जति थियो धेरै पर भाग्यो।
प्रेमले सबैलाई हँसाउँछ, प्रेमले सबैलाई बचाउँछ, घृणाले मार्छ उत्साहलाई, प्रेमले सबैलाई बचाउँछ।
यस्ता कार्यक्रमहरूले दुई देश बीचको कला, साहित्य र संस्कृतिको आदान प्रदान गर्छ।
यो सीमा क्षेत्रमा पर्ने औद्योगिक नगरी वीरगञ्जले चाहिँ दुईटा देशलाई साहित्यिक संगम थलो बनाएर चाहिँ जोडिरहेको छ। एकातिर हाम्रो भाषा र साहित्यलाई पनि यसले चाहिँ संगम स्थल बनाएर मिलाइरहेको छ।
It is now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
The question is, why has the government failed to organize their staff? Your options are A, lack of management knowledge, and B, political influence, and C, stubborn staff. The voting is on. You can type NEWS, select your option A, B or C, and then send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And now, before we wrap up, here's a look at the top stories one more time. Locals themselves resort to protest against local governments following imposition of arbitrary taxes. Experts advise government to levy taxes based on services provided to public. As much as 76% of MBBS passed students failed to get through the examination for medical license. Mere 18% of students who studied abroad passed the test. Federal Parliament remains indifferent towards the series of rape and murder incidents. Deliberation on the proposal aimed at curbing violence against women fails to move ahead. And Rafael Nadal sees a birthday boy Tsitsipas to win Rogers Cup in Canada. Simona Halep sees off Sloane Stephens to win the women's title. That is all for the moment. Our next English bulletin will air at 11 a.m. Keep watching Kantipur Television SD for more news and entertainment. Have a great day ahead.